break. You can't blame him. After what they did to Fnatic in game 1, they needed to clean up. Needed to cool down. You know, you don't want to get too excited. You want to like recompose yourself. At the same time, Fnatic they took the few minutes. I'm pretty sure they gathered their thoughts, you know, discussed what they needed to do differently in this game. And already we are seeing a slightly different draft. Ancient Apparition, Sand King, instant pickups. I mean, I guess if you first pick Tiny Io into, like, if you're playing against any other C team, you probably had a higher probability of succeeding because not many C teams play Io. And in that sense, Fnatic would have probably had a better chance of winning. But in this case, when you play against 1-4-3-7 and with all these mechanically skilled players on TnC, all you needed was a captain who knows how to play against Io or Tiny, and the team follows. So, alright, this time they are the ones to pick up the Io. They could go with the Bat Rider pick as well. So the Sam H Bat Rider. But Fnatic going with the Ancient Apparition and Sand King, that's a really strong support duo. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of teams which first pick the two supports up like that. But I guess when you pick heroes like this, there's a game plan behind it. So I'm just going to give it benefit of the doubt. But okay, I mean, Necrofoe's still left in the pool, and we're already in the second phase of the bans. Let's see how this goes. For those of you guys who don't know me, I'm Hades all the way from Singapore, and yep, I hope you guys enjoy the cast. Yeah, and for those of you who were asking, what LAN Fnatic is going to be playing, I believe that's called the Major League. So yeah, I'm going to be casting that. It's going to be fun. Like, you have good teams, you know, you've got Execration, Fnatic, WG, IGV, all that. But hey, enough about that. We're here for the Perfect World Masters, and this is going to be really, really fun.
5 seconds remaining.
Like, at least for the Perfect World part, like, you know, I kind of miss China in a sense. You know, people say Shanghai Major was a bad tournament, but for me, hell, that's my first ever Valve tournament, so I'm not gonna complain. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys get what I mean, you know, give a feels good man in the chat. Like, for those of you guys, especially in C, I'm not sure, but okay, maybe for those of you, I know some of you in the chat from like Canada, from the US, from the western part of the world, but for us in C, we don't get many LAN tournaments here. So for this minors system to come into play, like for example GESC coming up, it's good for us in C. It's good to see more tournaments. Well, instead of, you know, using our money on battle passes. That's why you see like some of the, that's probably why you see some people where they can have like crazy thousands of levels in your battle pass. It's because all the money which they could be spending on attending a LAN, they're spending on the battle pass.
5 seconds
and Gaben knows that. So he's like, let's use it into tournaments, you know, let's make this into like a better economy so that we grow up at least the other regions. So especially with all these European players, Western players coming, even NA players coming to the C region to play, that's where you pretty much spice things up in the region a bit more. It's becoming a slightly hotter commodity. And in a sense, that's where you see a lot more attention, a lot more money being invested into esports in general. So there we go. I like, okay, Fnatic going up with the Faceless Void and Ancient Apparition pick. That's always good synergy. TnC, they will go back for the 1-4-3-7 Rubik. It's a hero which he, you know, he's never really had to struggle on this hero. This hero, he's always being able to find impact of it. And just the nature of the hero of what it does. Alright, so let's see what else they decide to go with. I mean, one of the good things with the Ancient Apparition pick, it's not just the Ice Blast, but even for the early levels, like just having the Chilling Touch does so much. Because Faceless Void, a couple of patches back, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but they nerfed his base damage. And, you know, back then I think he was hitting for like, what, 69, 70 a click? And that his bash, he's taking the bash and all that. Wow. I mean, now it's taken a tiny bit of nerf, but you take that, you combine that with Chilling Touch and a Mask of Madness, Faceless Void will melt you. Especially on squishier heroes like the Io, the Rubik. Mirana pickup from Fnatic. Let's see what they decide to play with. Like, will they do this musical lanes? I think yesterday, at least for the CIS region, as Robin Rolls was casting last night, it was like, what, 4 AM in Singapore time, they ran like a Faceless Void mid. Yeah, it's not out of the question. Like, I've seen Faceless Void mid played by even a couple of Singaporean players, Chibix, for example, from former First Departure. Like, it's strong, you know, like, especially for heroes which have longer cooldowns on the spells, for example, say like a Monkey King. where your Boundless Strike has a really long cooldown. I'm not saying it's a direct counter, but the time walk away, and then you're just back to like most of the HP. You just take it back, and you take that with sustain in the lane. It's good. Everyone talking about feels bad, man. Alright, so Sven anti-range bands. Yeah, TnC, they're very versatile. Honestly, I don't think there's any way you can actually nerf Raven or even ban Raven because he's so hardworking. Like from what Kips tells me, at least, like you know, you tell him, you convince him, you say, heck, you need to learn this hero. He puts in the effort to start practicing it in pubs, and you know, that's one of the things I respect about him.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so let's see. I mean, the Shadow Fiend pickup, that's something we start to see a bit more. Like, strangely, this is a hero which is starting to slowly find a bit of traction back into the meta. Perhaps, like, okay, some people said that it's too slow paced, some people say that Shadow Fiend's just too easy to counter in the lane. I'm not sure, like, I still feel the hero's still somewhat viable. It's just that maybe with the current mid matchups, like the heroes which are being picked, then yes, SF does struggle, especially against, like, you know, Necro, against Veno. Like, let's face it, a level 4 Gale or even level 2, boom, half HP gone.
5 seconds remaining.
And yeah, no more slow mode for you guys in the chat. I did remove it, so do what you will. I don't think there are any other mods in here. But alright, Lone Druid pick. I like this a lot. No, contrary to the usual Radiance build, this hero actually does quite strongly with pushing towers really nicely. You take that, the Shadow Fiend as well. You don't really want to be standing in the front lines, which is something which Fnatic does not have at the moment. And it's a great hero, it's very independent in the lane. Which means that you allow Io to put some give some attention to the Shadow Fiend. So at least if they do decide to bring other heroes in from the side of Fnatic to contest the middle lane, Shadow Fiend will still be okay because you have sustain from the Io. And not to mention, it's always just fun, you know. Sometimes with an Io, if you have plenty of stick charges, click, bang. All this extra HP comes in. Something you probably weren't equipped for. I'm just glad we're not seeing a Clockwork this game. Like, if you guys know the Shadow Fiend and the Clockwork Souls Abuse, that thing is, it's cheesy, it's really good. Alright, so let's look at what Fnatic decide to finish off the draft with. We'll see whether, you know, is this going to be like an Ohio hero, is this going to be the Envy hero. So far, he's usually picked his own hero last. So this could be a Faceless Void for Ohio. This could be like an Excalibur Mirana. It could also be the Ohio Mirana. We could see Envy playing on the Void. Plenty of variations available to Fnatic. TnC, their drafts should be pretty set unless they do decide to run something like an Io Lone Druid mid with the Shadow Fiend in the safe lane of the Rubik. Either ways, the Rubik will always be able to help set up kills with the Shadow Fiend or Lone Druid. But okay, Fnatic Legion Commander. I have a feeling this should be the Envy LC, but okay, I'm wrong. It's going to be the Ohio LC. I mean, that heal and that purge is always going to be useful, isn't it? Okay, so Ohio and the Legion. This is also some extra synergy with the Ancient Apparition, with the Ice Blast as well. It's great for setting up kills. It's good to see DJ playing the Sand King. Don't think he had that fun of a game playing the Io in the previous one. But game 2, let's hope Fnatic can force a game 3. I want to see a game 3 between these two teams. The first 10 minutes of game 1 was really, really intense. Like, you could tell both teams were just kind of, I wouldn't say static lanes, but they were really musical lanes. Like, they just kept rotating the lanes around constantly, and that's where you saw, like, you know, even at some point, even Sam Hage and Raven, they're like, okay, where are we going? Are we going top? Am I going mid? But yeah, it will be the Cuckoo Shadow Fiend mid with TnC. Yeah, TnC once again has a 4. Great stuff. Always looking forward to seeing him play. I was kind of hoping to see an Earth Spirit though, because he's just such a good Earth Spirit player. I mean, maybe then again, anyone who can play Earth Spirit is pretty much almost a god to me. Just because I suck on that hero. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2, TnC versus Fnatic. And of course, the loser of this match will proceed to play against... Yeah, it should... Okay, they'll play against New Beginnings, which is the Yamate stack. So on the Radiant side, you have TnC playing on the Io, 1437 playing on the Rubik, Cuckoo on the Shadow Fiend, Sam H on the Bat Rider, and Raven playing on the Lone Druid. For the Dire side, Fnatic, they're playing on DJ on the Sand King, Ohio on the Legion Commander, Envy on the Faceless Void, Excalibur playing on the Mirana with Pylai Dai playing on the Ancient Apparition. Cuckoo. Come on, Envy. You're not gonna acknowledge that. You're not gonna say anything. That's rude. That's just rude. But okay, Fnatic go for the 5-man smoke movement. Where all the otakus, anime lovers in the chat, give Eternal Envy Sama some of that anime energy. He needs it. 1437 actually broke the smoke. They're gonna wait into this nice little box corner. But this is awkward. I'm pretty sure they see what's going on. Yep, so they're gonna see Excalibur, they ping it out, and they dodge the area. Raven's gonna send his panda in just to make sure. That's right, damage that bear.
Cast off the lines. We embark for battle.
The prize is mounting nicely.
Alright, so Envy gonna be running his way all the way back to the top lane. It was a good attempt, but DJ and Pi, they are waiting in the mid. Chilling Touch actually for the first skill, not the Cold Feet proc, so they're not going for the freeze. They looks like they're pretty confident that they have enough damage to kill the Shadow Fiend mid. Oh, but 1437 and TnC, they're already there. DJ getting tossed back to the tower. Dodge averted. And DJ is going to take half his HP gone because of that attempted gank. It looks like they are looking for Pylai Dai. They have another left in 8 seconds, but it looks like they won't actually go for it. Good read for 1437 and TnC. And yeah, Ohio just needs to start bashing away on that panda, at least while it's still level 1. Envy against the Bat Rider, actually choosing to go for the level 2 in the time dilation just to make sure that if Bat Rider decides to go on him, he has to slow. I guess that's a bit better than the time walk. But they are putting the pressure up into Raven bottom lane to show 3 hero spot. It's 2 minutes without summon. Yeah, I think 1437's about to head back to the bottom lane, provide some help, at least some support to this Lone Druid, who's not getting any CS anymore, at least for now. Creep wave is just getting controlled really nicely by Ohio. Middle lane as well, you know, Cuckoo and TnC, they should have a pretty decent time here against Excalibur. He's 8-4, Mirana's 4-1, and Mirana doesn't have like the highest base clip. SF at first will struggle, but with the souls, he's gonna be okay. So they finally rotate Pylai Dai to the top lane, just wants to get some levels and some EXP top, get a couple of pulls.
Regeneration.
Stand down.
Still a very, very hard time top. Cuckoo's 13-10 already. He's gonna keep, you know, increasing this advantage in the lane. And I'm pretty sure like TnC is probably gonna be stacking for him. Yep, we already see the stacks starting to pile up. They bring DJ to the middle lane, but what can he actually do at this point with a level 1 bar strike? If you can chain the stuns on TnC, catch him out of position, that's your best bet. Yeah, this is very, very difficult. It's very awkward as well. Bottom lane, Ohio will finally have a slightly disadvantageous matchup. 1437 coming from the back, maybe. But they don't have enough damage to Ohio, at least just yet. Yep, the overwhelming odds, you know. Great stuff. Finally has a level 2 bear. Chasing on Ohio. Oh, but middle lane, ooh, he thought about using the E-raise but didn't have enough damage. And yeah, the CS, he's 3 times the CS of Excalibur. TnC just having much better lanes. You can say that, yeah, there are no kills on the map, but judging from just the draft and the way the lanes are going, at least they're having a much better time. Top and middle lane are pulling further and further ahead for the side of TnC. DJ... He's waiting for Raven to just overstep, go into Ohio maybe? Yep, there we go. Now he wants to go into Raven. Look at the Burrow Strike onto the Bear and the Lone Druid. Doesn't have the Savage Roar. Ohio got to keep on chasing. The Fate Bolt comes in to dissuade them. And he should be salving up. Good attempt to burn some regen. Top lane, however, looking at Envy. Time walks away. Tims and Sam H, they should be chasing this. Flamebreak is there. Envy should be dead. And down goes the Eternal Envy to Sam H. First blood for him. And the Bat Rider lane is now torn wide open. They could decide to go into Pile I Die if they have another Firefly in a bit. 15 seconds. They can just chase him down with the Napalm stacks as well. There comes the slow from the tether. Pile I Die, turn rate. Flame break. Pile I Die will die here. Sam H gets himself another kill. Bad Rider should be okay. You know, Envy's gonna use the time dilation, so very slowly yet surely get this kill. Going to Eternal Envy. Yeah, you can see they want to give the kill with DJ. Nah, he's gonna take it instead. Envy says, nah, DJ, just take it. You get the blink. I guess that's also good. So 2-1, all happening in the top lane. Cuckoo going for the treads this game.
Dire have the spyglass at hand.
Okay, bit of a bottle refill. But you use the scan, they know that DJ is in the area. Okay, here comes 1437. Arrow as well to follow from behind. 1437 should be dying here, gets frozen up. Oh, the heals, Tims. Okay, it's not gonna be enough. Excalibur in some serious danger. The E-raise, the Fairy Fire to save him. But it looks like between the other two supports, Pi and DJ, they will claim the Tims kill. So that's gonna be 2 for 0. Favoring Fnatic. 653 gold swing. Very nice read. Debated. Mirana still less than half the CS of the Shadow Fiend. Looks like Sam H is just being such a big pain in the ass to Eternal Envy. He's 22-3, but KDA he's 2-1, so those kills make up for, I wouldn't say a lack of CS, but now it comes to Burrow Strike, the flank from DJ. The bash onto Sam H, he's gonna use the Firefly, move all the way to the left. He should be getting out fine. Using the Vortex to try and get some vision, yep, he's gonna be okay. They have the Shrine to go back to anyways. But 1437 lurking in the middle lane, has the telekinesis. Alright, here comes the Burrow Strike, 1437. Oh, lift to catch. And it looks like they will go for a turn. Nice. You get the Q raise and Excalibur. Woohoo. Cuckoo and Tims both getting 1 kill each. Big turnaround. Great timing from 1437 to leap forward. So great patience from 1437 as well. Bottom still very even. But Ohio, if they can find a root on the bear, chasing him down. Raven, he wants that kill. And decides against it. CS is more important.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the tier 1 tower has actually taken quite a bit of damage. Already fallen below half HP. Cuckoo, he did clear the stacks earlier on, so you can see his net worth start to slowly balloon up more and more. Not even having to need to go for a bottle this game, Tims will just lap up the solo EXP in the middle lane. As Mirana is just so far behind in the bottom half of the net worth chart, just barely ahead of Tims. So Tims knows he's not at any real danger at the moment. Shouldn't be an easy kill. Ohio about to hit level 6 very soon. Raven did control the wave very nicely, so in that sense, he does have the level advantage at least for now. Of course, because DJ is there to share EXP as well, he will get level 4. Actually chose to go for the Sandstorm, no Caustic Finale for the slow this game, and for the explosive damage. We have a Chrono available on Envy. We'll see if he and Ancient Apparition will decide to go for a kill here into Sam H, but they need him to overextend. Time dilation coming out, they get one bash. And there we go. There goes the Chain Frost, Cold Feet, and the Chrono. And that will be a very quick kill. Like I said, Void and AA, that's a kill for sure. In this lane. It's not bad. Your first Chrono of the game, you get a kill. Especially on a key target like the Bat Rider. You want to slow down his drums or his Blink Dagger. The Hayo is getting as many hits as he can into the Panda. He does not like pandas. Murana is heading to the bottom lane. They have quite a lot of heroes. Io doesn't have a TP for a minute. This could be some serious trouble for Raven. And you can see he's waiting under the tier 1 tower and he's going to TP straight to the top lane. He's okay to just give this up. They could think about pressuring Eternal Envy instead. They have the lasso available. Yep, using the lasso. Where are the stuns though? They need the Savage Roar lift. Roar. And yep, just to secure the kill. Very nicely done. And they read that very nicely on TnC. So now Cuckoo, he's going to start chipping away at the mid tier 1. Bottom lane, they did get the tier 1, so that's always very good. This opens up the jungle slightly for them. Waiting for Hayo to use that duel. He's actually going to the Soul Ring. Not really going for a Blink Dagger rush. Haha, Cuckoo, he just wants to harass DJ. He's okay. Get the balls and looking for the burrow. Times like this, you wish you had a disruptor to at least glimpse someone back.
Invisibility.
Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
Like a drunk sailor. Dire's top tower is
Alright, so Hayo going to the top to just sort of try and slow down this push, but with this very angry Panda chipping away at the tier 1, it's very hard.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Wait, who is double boots? Am I seeing this wrong? Wait, why are you guys saying that someone has double boots? Somebody's confusing me. Alright, so anyway, 5-4 TnC. Yep, like I said, superior lanes. They're still pulling further and further away ahead. It's just SF things. He's going to start Shadowblade on the way. He's very, very close as well. We're going to look for some big Requiem plays. I want to see him raise his hands up in the air and channel it. Blow someone up. Envy has the Chrono of cooldown. Well, 1437, some good spells he can steal this game. We haven't talked about this yet. He can steal Burrow, Epicenter, Time Walk. Actually, any of the spells he can steal on the side of Fnatic are really good. Like, I can see many ways. He can steal any spell and he will have good usage. That side uses scan, but little do they know, it's just a Rubik. They're baiting it out, throwing an arrow in, and 1437, he's going to get scouted with the Vortex lift back. He's going to get the stun. They use, wow, that Chrono. And top lane, they did blow up Ohio. But middle lane, that will be the trade to get 1437 down. Using the Chrono for support, not the biggest deal. And if you're TnC, you're happy with that. You kill a core, you know that one ultimate's burned for the death of your Pulse 5. And TnC, that's a trade they're willing to take any day of the week. And ooh! Pylai getting blown up. The arrow did connect onto Cuckoo, but where's the follow-up? They need the Burrow Strike. DJ, where's the Burrow Strike? He won't go for that play. So far, Excalibur just trying to build into a Yasha. He's very far behind. He's struggling to find his momentum this game, going up against such a disadvantageous matchup. Lone Druid, he's going to have a Relic on the way. Already has the Midas. DJ's 800 gold away from a Blink. Once he gets the Blink Dagger, that's going to help increase the teamfight potential on the side of Fnatic, but they need it ASAP. They need to start making some of these plays with DJ and Excalibur. And it looks like the Bat Rider will be that target. Burst Strike, Arrow. Ice Blast is going to be off the mark. They need the secondary Starstorm as well. Sam H pops the one charges, and of course with the raindrop, he's actually not going to go down, but the illusions have to finish him off. And here comes Cuckoo. Plenty of damage. Down goes Excalibur for the count, and Cuckoo, well, you know, extra tons of gold flying his way. 7,300 net worth. They know he has the Shadow Blade, but what can they do? He just hurts like a truck. Skipping the Dragonlance this game. Top lane, the global relocate coming in. Who do they want to go for? They pop the dust as well into Ohio in case of a Moonlight Shadow or whatnot. But okay, down goes Ohio, and that's another kill going the way of TnC. So the map is open. TnC can do whatever they want. Fnatic don't have heroes which restrict vision. Cuckoo. Oh, he has a Requiem of Souls to put the sentry down. I don't think they want to go for that play though. Oh, it's just outside of range of the sentry. They're looking for the Burrow Strike. Tethers away to the creep. But Cuckoo, he's baiting. This is the bait. Requiem of Souls. Down! Down goes DJ. Patience from Cuckoo. And Tim's gets a bounty rune, so he's just gonna help Cuckoo, you know, heal up.
Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower.
Great stuff. Sam H, she has the lasso available. The pink Pylai die. Cuckoo going for the easy kill. 1, 2, and down goes Pi. Envy as well needs to time walk away. Doesn't have enough damage. He really time walked. He's going to use the chrono defensively. But the flame break. Tim's actually will get the kill with the balls. DJ wants to get that one kill, which is the eye with the bar. He will actually get it. But Ohio now looking for the duo. He wants to go into Sam H. Will he get it though? Playing around the cliff. Playing around the vision. He's going for the lasso. Cuckoo. He still has the razors. And looks like 1, 2. Down he goes. Burned down to the Firefly. And looks like they're now turning around for DJ. They want more blood. Fnatic are just getting shit stomped over in this team fight. Cuckoo, he has more than enough damage, and of course looking for the E-Rays. Oh, just barely misses it. Arrow will connect to Sam H, but will they go for more? I don't think so. Ice Blast gonna fly in, but 1437 will be the only one to take damage from that. Starstorm, and actually, ooh, Excalibur leaps out just in the nick of time. That's a very, very cheeky kill. 3 for 2 trade. And Cuckoo still hasn't died. He's 6, 0, and 4. A BKB so quickly on the way. And they're actually pinging out Roshan. All this time when all this was happening, Raven was free farming in the top lane. 2700 gold, he's almost on the relic. That's 1100 gold away. Cuckoo. We'll see what he decides to do. He's gonna pop the haste rune. He wants Excalibur. We'll turn around for Pylai die instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay, he doesn't care about the Ice Blast. Already used. Arrow's gonna be off the mark. They have no chrono. Time dilation to just try and slow things down, but it's okay. Not to mention they have to earn charges as well, so Cuckoo with the sustain, you know, this Shadow Fiend just does way too much damage. Bottom lane, they want to try and jump here onto Sam H. Blink Power Strike onto DJ, looking for the duel, but they don't have enough time. They didn't time it right. And Sam H, he's gonna dodge a huge gank, and he's gonna know now that DJ has a Blink Dagger. And they take the tier 2 top. Things are looking extremely dire for Fnatic as TnC are just doing way too much with this SFIO. There's a tier 1 bottom lane still. Ohio still not on a Blink Dagger, 800 gold away. Who starts the fight for them? I mean, you have 3 cores who require a ton of farm. You're just on a Mask of Madness. The Shadow Blade is still not yet up for Faceless Void. What do? You have a chrono off cooldown. Just about now, they will go for a smoke play. This is very, very big if they can kill the SF. They need to kill the SF, get that, you know, get that comeback goal, get the streak goal. They pop the Moonlight Shadow. The TnC, I'm sure they smell what's going on. Something smells very, very off. But hold on, I could be wrong. They're very close. Burrow Strike initiation immediately into the Ice Blast. They need the arrow, it's gonna connect. Rest the relocate, save! Cuckoo's not gonna die. He has a BKB if necessary. But TP up for 1437, and it looks like they will only lose the Tim's IO. Great play coming out here from TnC. And now they pop their BKB looking for the chrono. He catches 2. Down goes Tim's. And Cuckoo, that's a 10-second BKB. He's going to pop the Requiem Souls, and DJ is dead. He's going to find Envy as well. And big damage, and Envy is dead. Raven using the roll, making sure he can't time walk away. Immediate pounce out. And Excalibur will TP out. Ooh, Flame Break almost breaks the TP. Pylai die doesn't have a TP at all. And actually, it looks like they know. They do know, and they will burn the Ice Cream Man. That's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. Only losing the IO. It seemed like what would be an amazing gank. But Tim's, with the superior play, just outplaying Fnatic. Excalibur, he's going for a Maelstrom, but he's half the net worth of this extremely fat SF. And now they just go straight to the Roshan pit. And they have the IO as well. Big stuff. And meanwhile, Raven is like 100 gold away from his Radiant. The Blink Dagger now comes down to the Legion Commander. They have the Ice Blast coming in. But it's going to be very, very off the mark. It's just there to scout. So they juke the Ice Blast, making sure that, yeah, they just don't want to get hit by it. They don't want to get clipped. You don't want to stop the healing. But what do you do if you're Fnatic? With these long cooldown spells like Chrono down, with no Ice Blast, there's no way you contest the Roshan. Let's take a look at the itemization at least on both sides. It's still just a Mask of Madness for Eternal Envy. He's trying to build the Shadow Blade. I mean, Cuckoo, BKB, Shadow Blade, what more can you go for next? What's on the courier? Oh, hold on. Alright, looks like they go with the lasso, and Ohio will be the first target down with the Razors. They take one kill. Looks like they will find Envy as well with the Mask of Madness. Means he can't time walk away. Cuckoo on the Beyond Godlike streak, and looks like they will burn Pylai Die down. Slowly yet surely, he's dead. Actually, not even slowly. That was really quick. 3 heroes down, and TnC have the tools to go high ground at 20 minutes in.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Fortified structures can't be breached.
Very easily down. Fnatic, they have the chrono up in 15 seconds, but the tier 3 tower is going down for sure. Excalibur is just pushing up the bottom lane. This will be one lane of barracks. Fnatic, what can you do? Nothing.
Dire's middle barracks have fallen.
Well. Alright. 20 minutes in, 20 to 9, 13,000 gold lead.
Is under attack.
I don't even know what you can do right now if you're Fnatic. You need to start winning team fights with the chrono. But you aren't.
The prize is mine.
Huge clash of interest. So alright, they do smoke up again. The last time they did that, we all know how that turned out. It turned out very, very favorably to TnC. And they are waiting to see who kind of approaches in the middle lane. Very afraid on how to go Ohio. Smoke is gonna expire real soon. They use the scan. But Void, he time walks forward first, looking for the chrono under the shrine. He doesn't want to go, and they are forced to back off. TnC, they read that very, very well. But Shadow Fiend, he's looking to try and cut someone off. He has the Aegis. He's looking for the courier, actually. He's not going to get the courier, that's for sure.
Are Radiant using echolocation?
But they use the scan now. It looks like they might actually bump into TnC. Firefly's gonna be popped. They are looking for a lasso kill. Excalibur might be the target, and actually he will be the target. 1, 2, raising, down he goes. So very quick kill, and Fnatic forced to cower in the trees and TP out. And this is where with the bear, middle lane wave is there anyway. So they're going to take this tier 3 tower really, really quickly. Look at that tower. Ice Blast coming in from the backline. Where's the Chrono Spear? It's going to land only onto 1. It will be Cuckoo. But they have Tims in the backline for a relocate save if they need to use it. And they lose nobody with the Chrono Spear. This is a disaster for Fnatic and TnC. Now here in Epicenter B channel, where they're going to go. Burrow Strike is going to be completely off the mark. They juke it out. Cuckoo pops the BKB. And no one's going to take any damage out from the Epicenter. The stolen Chrono. They found 2. 1-4-3-7, the stolen Chrono. Requiem of Souls is going to be popped. And GG will be called 24-9. TnC once again just wiping the floor with Fnatic. Extremely afraid. That was a great game out there played by TnC. This had superior everything. Great stuff. Cuckoo having a much better game. So it's like almost like, you know, TnC, you know, 1-4-3-7. You could probably imagine he was Goku was like, Daban, I don't like that matchup. And he's like, okay, tell you what, I'll pick the IO so that you get a good matchup this time. And bang. Look at how that turned out. Excalibur, super underfarmed. And Cuckoo, perfect game from him. Of course, with help from Tim's, demolished Excalibur. This is probably, I don't want to say it's his worst game ever, but this has to be one of his nightmare games if you're Excalibur. It's just one of those days, you know, he does have a bad day. Ohio 0 and 5. The draft didn't seem like it synergized that well, and Envy just wasn't going around as active as he usually is on these other heroes. And I mean, they had a good 1-kill top lane with the cold feet and chrono proc, but don't get me wrong, it's just not enough when you have such short cooldowns. Raven is free farming the whole time. He's 1-0 and 4, but look at him. The Radiance was completed, and this game was over. Like what? How long was? I don't even know. Whew, this was rough. It was over at 22 minutes, just really fast. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, this was our first best of 3 series here on the BTS2 stream for the Perfect World Master C qualifiers. We'll be back for more Dota after this, and okay, I'm gonna let you guys vote, okay? Which game would you guys want me to cover? Press Kappa if you want to see Fnatic play newbie.